I'm Eddie Hopwood, and this is my visual thinking model presentation. And my essential question is, how do our perspectives define meaning in our lives? And I have three core texts with me, and the first one is To Kill a Mockingbird. It's from chapter 5, and it states, class can be as big a separator within a community as race, which I believe is stating that, like, we have the classes like upper, middle, and lower. Like back then, people of different race were treated like they were treated in the lower class, sometimes worse than that. And I feel like this up here also shows that you would live a different lifestyle if you didn't think of those classes or you didn't think of race at all, because there's a people that didn't think about it that can live a happier life, because whenever they run into someone of a different race, they wouldn't get mad at them, they wouldn't waste their energy, they wouldn't waste time and get annoyed over something that some people would say doesn't even count as a human back then, to where now we realize that it's all equal and that's what everyone believes. So it's completely based on perspective of when and where you perceive this. And the second piece of text we have is the article of the week. And it's from paragraph 10, and it states, what determines your success? And what I think that's meaning is that how it ties into perspective and meaning in our lives is that you need to have perspective to get success. Like, people aren't always going to see all of the little things that you've done to get your success. Like, if you want to become pro anything or become amazing at what you do, people that see you, even though they see you as the best and they know that you've put in your hard work, they're going to see you not for absolutely everything you've done and everything you've gone through, because it's all about perspective from your life and how you got there, and not everyone's going to truly know that perspective. And then the last piece of text is from Knight, page 8, and it states, still, our first impressions of the Germans were rather reassuring. And I think how this ties in to the theme is that at that time, they thought that they were a decent people and that Germans were decent people, and they ended up not being, because they took the Jews as people, they put them in perspective to being evil and that they thought they were bad. And so since they both perceived each other as evil, the Germans fought them and they completely just caused the Holocaust, which was awful, just because of a perspective difference. And then our final thing is we have a modern day example, and I think this ties in really well to Infinity War and Endgame, because this movie was between the Avengers and Thanos, and I think it wasn't just between that. I think it was also between perspectives, because Thanos had a perspective that he wasn't doing anything wrong and he was just trying to do the best for society, and his perspective was that since he would wipe out half of the race, that the other bit would get to live in harmony and luxury, to where the Avengers thought that he shouldn't erase people and ruin families and lives just so people can have luxury and better resources and stuff and better lives to live. And I think this all relates back to the topic of how do our perspectives define meaning in our lives, because it's perspective is a lot of how you look at stuff. And are you the guy who thinks of the glass as half full and gonna live your life to the fullest? Or are you someone who thinks of the glass as half empty and you're not gonna live up to everything that you should, just based off how you perceive it and just your perspective on different things in your life?